So last Sunday, I competed in my first ever smoker for kickboxing, my first ever kickboxing match, and it was a lot of fun, bro. I had a shit ton of fun. It was a fucking war, bro. I lost the fight, but it was pretty close. I lost by a split decision, and I don't really have much to complain about or, much to really bitch about. It was a good ass fight. Prior to this fight, I trained 6 days a week, and I felt, like I was training pretty hard for this fight. I was doing a bunch of cardio, I was running, everything like that. There were definitely things I think I could have, or I should have probably worked on more, like my jab or, maybe a bit more sparring. But besides that, going into this fight, I thought, I was really prepared and everything like that. But something that I knew though going into this fight was that there was going to be a good chance that my technique was just going to fall out the window and I was going to get an adrenaline dump. And that's pretty much what happened, man. I will show you guys the video, but I want to kind of just save it for another video where I kind of just dissect through everything that I've done wrong and stuff like that. Also, too, I just get paranoid. Like, if I show footage of myself, what if my next opponent finds my YouTube channel and kind of sees just like what I do? But you know what? I'm gonna save it for another video because I want to definitely show you guys just like what I did wrong, things I could have done better, and shit like that. But I'm just gonna kind of just explain everything. So I was warming up on the pads, an hour prior, and I would say, bro, I didn't really feel that nervous. I felt it. I definitely felt a bit of the pressure. I did feel a bit of the nerves, but it wasn't really that crazy because in my head, I just thought this is another hard sparring session. So for me, I didn't really get that much nerves, and I kind of knew what to expect because this same event I went to last November to watch my teammates compete in. So I kind of knew what the event was like. So I didn't really get that much nerves. I felt pretty good. And we did the whole walkout and everything like that, and they played my fucking music, bro, and it was sick, bro. The event itself was so fucking sick. And I didn't feel really too nervous going into that. I felt the pressure, but yeah, bro. So the whole fight itself was 3 rounds, 2 minutes. So the first round starts, bro, and I immediately put pressure. But I'm not gonna lie to you, the first minute, this kid was hitting me with a lot of shots. He was getting me good with a whole bunch of shots and shit like that. I kind of knew going for the first minute that this was exactly gonna happen because I watched. I was at this smoker back in November, and something that I noticed with a lot of beginners is they just go and scrap right away, bro. Or, it's always like they're just both going like crazy against each other for the first minute and then they gas out. So I knew this was gonna fucking happen. And this kid goes crazy on me for the first minute and he's landing a bunch of shots, a bunch of headshots, shit like that. So yeah, he's pretty much getting me, bro. But then the last 50 seconds, I managed to kind of get back, and then I started to put my own shots in. I start to get him on the ropes, and I start to land a bunch of shots, start to land my jab, I start to land my right hand. His punches are definitely hurting, but they're not hurting necessarily because he was definitely bigger than me, and this is something I'm going to go into later. He was definitely strong, but the problem with me was I was leaving my chin up. I don't know why, because I don't do this too much at sparring where I have it up high, but for some reason I just fucking did it in that fight. So when you have your chin up high, it's so much easier to really just clip your chin and kind of get that whiplash effect, and that shit just fucks you up. Towards the end of the round, I was landing my shots and shit like that, and then the first round ends. It was kind of a close round. I would probably just give it to him because, he was, to be fair, he was beating me up for the first minute, and I didn't really come back until the last 50, 40 seconds. You could probably give it to me. It was kind of close. I'll probably just give it to him though. But then the second round starts and I'm landing a bunch of combos. Something I was really landing was my teeps. This kid kept going forward and I was landing my teeps. And this kid was gassed out, bro. This kid was fucking gassed. I knew this was going to happen. He was going to gas himself out. But I'm not going to lie. I was kind of gassed too. But it was a weird feeling because it wasn't as if I was gassed. I had like the adrenaline dump, so like my body all of a sudden, I just feel tired. My heart rate is through the fucking roof, so I'm feeling the fucking nerves all of a sudden, and Yeah, bro, that definitely affected me. But I was landing a good majority of the shots. I was backing him up. I was putting pressure on him. He was still landing really good shots on me, though. He was definitely still landing really good shots on me. And yeah, bro. But I was landing a bunch of shots. Round ends. I would definitely say the second round was my round because I was putting a lot of fucking pressure onto him. I was putting him on the ropes. So yeah, second round ends, and you would probably say that I was winning, bro, because the first round was kind of close, but the second round I definitely had it in the bag. But this third round was pretty much for anyone, bro. This was for either of us, so it was, very, very close. And I started the third round off pretty strong, landing a bunch of shots and shit like that. But this is where everything goes wrong. And fair play, the kid makes some adjustments and he lands me with a really, really good body shot. And I think it hits my liver, bro, because I went fucking down and, bro, I could not breathe, bro. It was a really, really good body shot. So he gets the first knockdown on me. I'm like, ugh. Ugh. But it's like whatever. I get right back up, and then after that, he goes and he lands another two body shots on me, bro. So fuck. He got two knockdowns on me. I went down again, and I thought I wasn't gonna get up from this. I really thought I wasn't gonna get up, but I gotta give my credit team. I gotta give my teammate credit because he screamed. He was like, "Danny, get the fuck up!" And I listened to him. I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna get up. And in my head, I'm like, fuck, I could not breathe, bro. And yeah, dude, it was fucking crazy. But in my head, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna finish off the fight strong, even if I lose this, because that's kind of what I had in my head. I'm like, fuck, he got two knockdowns on me. So I got back up, and then he tries again to try to go for body shots. He throws a whole combo. He's kind of overwhelming me, but I accidentally slip. They separate us, and pretty much for the last like 30, 20 seconds, I still march my ground, bro. I start go fucking forward. I still try to land shots and shit like that. We get into a clinch, throw knees in there and shit like that. And I'm barely holding on, but I'm still fucking going. I'm still trying to put pressure on him, still trying to, get something out of him, bro. And yeah, the round fucking ends. And from there, I thought personally, like, fuck, I probably lost that because of the third round. But, I still put my hands up in the air because my fucking coach told me to do that. Because apparently, like, even if you think you lost, you should still have your hands up. Because that kind of, like, fucks with the judge's head. Like, if you have your hands up, so, they'll think, like, oh, he thinks that he won. So maybe the fight was a lot closer than it was. And yeah, bro, the ref grabs both of our hands and he raises his up. And they called it a split decision. So one of the judges apparently still gave it to me. And yeah, bro, I think if I just didn't get knocked down, bro, if you didn't, fair play, bro, but it was like, fuck, if you didn't land those body shots and if I just kept going, I think I would have won that fight. So yeah, man, it was a really, really close fight. I went off after that, and I wouldn't really say I was upset or anything like that. I felt really good, bro. I felt really good. My teammates, all comforted me. And for me personally, bro, like, I was just happy, bro, that I just stood my ground at the end of the day. And I just kept going, even though I, got knocked down. I felt like I probably would have felt a lot worse if I got knocked out. So for me, I'm like, it is what it is. It was still a good-ass match. I still had a fuck ton of fun, man. And I would fucking do it again, bro. I would definitely do it again. But before I even do it again, and this is something, like I said before, this kid was bigger. I don't know how this kid was 165, because that's the weight that we competed at. But this kid was fat, and not like like a bad type of fat. He was muscular too. So I don't know how the fuck he got down to 165. I think his natural weight is probably like in the 190s. But then I realized too, you know what? Like, I think for me, because my natural weight is 175 to like 178, but I feel like still though, like 165 is too big for me. So I think what I want to do right now, because I still have body fat that I could cut down. So for me, I think what I want to do next time before I even fight is I want to start to diet, start to lose fat, bro, start to get abs. This is something too, bro. Like if I had abs, bro, if I had a strong core, you know, and I had actual abs, I feel like those body shots wouldn't have hurt that much. So I need to start to really work on my abs and get abs for the first time. And if I could somehow cut down to like, you know, cut like 10, 15 pounds of just fat, like naturally, if I can get myself down to 160 and then water cut to 145, I think, bro, because I think if I got down to 150 or 145, I would be a fucking monster, dude. Because, you know, 165 is too big for me, but if I cut down and I had the same muscle and everything like that, I would be fucking crazy. So, yeah, dude, overall, man, I'm really proud of myself at the end of the day because I took up this challenge. It was a tough ass challenge. I didn't have to do this. But I decided, you know what, man, sometimes self-improvement, you got to take challenges, even if they're really fucking scary. And there's so many life lessons now that I've learned out of that fight that I could just teach you guys. So for me, at the end of the day, man, it's worth it, bro. It's fucking worth it. And I'm really proud of myself, man. I'm really proud of just where I've gone in life, bro, you know. And I just hope, bro, I can keep succeeding, not just with martial arts, but with just everything, man, that I put my mind into. Let this be a lesson to you guys. You know, sometimes in life you got to take challenges, man, because these challenges, they're hard as fuck and they're not easy, but you get so many valuable lessons out of them, bro, that you could just apply to other parts of your life. So I feel good, bro. I feel fucking great. I want to fight again. Maybe I would say maybe end of the year, because for me right now, I think I want to focus more on this channel. And but I still want to stay active though with martial arts and everything like that. I still want to compete at jiu-jitsu tournaments, everything like that. There's a couple that I'm going to compete at soon. So I want to just keep documenting, man, this fucking martial arts journey. And I want you guys to join me because I love you guys. I want you guys to really just see me grow. And I just want you guys to really like get something out of these videos, man. That's why I make these videos, because I want you guys to really like learn things, really just learn from my mistakes in life, bro, and just become better. That's why I want to keep making videos like this. And for me, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, my gym membership, you know, for this martial arts gym, it's pretty fucking expensive. So I don't want to force you to donate or anything like that, but in the description below, I have my PayPal. You know, if you really support the videos, man, and if you just want to support me, bro, you're more than welcome to send something. But obviously, bro, you don't have to, man. Just you watching these videos, bro, is just more than enough for me. But I just have that in description just in case as an option, bro. And yeah, man, we're just going to keep going at this, man. This life, bro, it's too short. Every single day, man, I want to work towards something, bro. So I'm just going to keep doing that, man. And I want to show you guys just the journey. So join me, my boy. Now, if you enjoy content like this, make sure to subscribe. And remember, my boys, stay active, stay busy, and most of all, stay hungry.